Hello everybody, quick little bonus video if you will, phone video, just because I've had to do a bit of maintenance to the 62 Strat, nothing major, just a little bit, and I just thought while I've got the neck off, so I thought while I've got the neck off I thought I would just basically show you what I've got, and also the neck pocket's really cool. I've spent the last 5 minutes just cleaning it up a little bit, but check this out. Okay, this is the original core of the 62 Strat, everybody. It extends, obviously, to the edges around here. I have cleaned this up. I've just been in here to clean all this up and kind of like, expose the Fiesta Red for more, more, basically. There's the original sandpaper shim. So also, this got sprayed. I don't really know why this got sprayed as well, but it is sandpaper. That's the back end, and if you look on top, you can kind of see the texture of the sandpaper. So this is the original neck shim that's in the guitar, and that's the original red. Like I say, I've spent a bit of time just tidying this up in here, but that's the original core of the 62. Everybody, I think that is absolutely wicked, and I just love that. That is kind of like the two ages of this guitar is so cool. So there's that. Let me show you the neck. So going over here to the neck. So again, is what it is. I've got a replacement nut in this neck because the original one was just had basically the high E string on the original. It was sitaring. It was so low, it was rattling on the frets. So if I go down here quick, you can see some tear out from the old fret job. Not the new fret job. This is old, but you can see some of the tear out from it. And also coming down this bottom end here, you get the date. And you can see the slab board as well. Oh, let's get it in focus. Come on, focus. So there you can see 2nd of March 1962 B, which is a B neck width, which means it's a Strat. Oh, number 2, sorry, means it's a Stratocaster, and B is the neck width. So there, that's that. I don't need to show. But yeah, that's ridiculously cool. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly, I need to clean the pots because they're scratchy again. So I need to take the scratch plate off. But I'm going to remount the neck before I do that. But I thought this would be really cool. A few people have asked about this before, so I thought I'd show you this. This is the original, in the neck pocket, you can see the original core of the guitar. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So let me show you the underside of the scratch plate. Something I forgot quickly, something to note here. There's an R. On the bottom of this neck, there's an R penciled in, and also you can see the jig hole there. When in the Fender factory, when this has been made, it was mounted onto a jig, and that's one hole there. The other one is behind the D string tuner there. But you can see an R there. So if anybody knows, there's also something else I want to talk about, and you can see where the neck shim's marked up the bottom of the neck. If anybody knows what this R is, could they let me know in the comment section below, because I don't have any idea whatsoever what that is. Also, you can see, I'm pretty sure that's the original lacquer, and that's the varnish. I haven't got a black light here to confirm this, but you can kind of see in the shine. If I move from the neck where it's the varnished bit, where it's really shiny, that looks more like nitrocellulose lacquer to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but you can kind of see where the varnish is here, where it's kind of run down the sides, and it's not actually on this part. So I think that's the original lacquer there, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to reattach the neck and get the scratch plate off to, God, that looks so cool, to service all the pots out. So yeah, back in a move. Okay, I've just noticed something else here, people, of the tube. Look at this. On the neck plate, there's black, red, and white. Now, I'm not 100% fully aware that Fender had a white undercoat to their Fiesta Red. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have a white undercoat to the Fiesta Red. But you can clearly see here that that red is sat on top of white. Now, and then if I go over here, check this out. Fiesta Red, and then white. Now, and then it looks like there's black underneath. There. So that's interesting, because you can see the original yellow kind of tint that Fender did to their bodies here on that bit of wear. But this is interesting because I've never noticed this before. But surely, I'm pretty sure Fender didn't do a white undercoat to their Fiesta Red in the 60s. But I don't know, saying that, there is John Frusciante's red Fiesta Red Jaguar has a white undercoat, doesn't it? So maybe I'm wrong. But the only reason I bring it up is because I know Selmer, who did a lot of refinishes to Stratocasters in the 60s, did do, when they resprayed, they did white undercoats. So you get white and then Fiesta Red over the top, and I think it just helped to kind of make the Fiesta Red, a bit more Fiesta ready, if that makes any sense. Because I've always seen the Selmer refins to be a bit more Dakota red, so I don't know. It's interesting. But like I say, you can clearly see on this neck plate, there's black, red, and white. So I've never noticed that before. Because I said I don't take this guitar apart a lot at all. So yeah, this is weird. Well, I don't take this guitar apart. Yeah, I don't take it apart at all anyway, full stop. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. The mystery continues. If I come down here, you can't really see that one very well, but if I come over here, you can see the dowel hole there in the body. Again, where it'd been mounted on a bench at Fender. That's one. There's another one up here, but this one's hard to see. Just there. You just kind of get it in the light. Anyway. Okay, everybody. This is the guts of a 62 Strat. Like I say, it has been resoldered. I'm guessing that happened. Well, obviously when it was refinned. But you can see these original pots, the original capacitor there, the original pot there, original switch. These are the original pickups here. We got the masking tape as well. Now this interests me. Inside there's an initial ER. Now, I've seen this on a couple of other people's 62 Strats, but I wonder who that is. What's that initials? I wonder who they are. And you can see the again, more Fiesta Red on the plate, on the shielding plate here. But yeah, so getting really close here. These original pots. You can see the. I don't know if you'll be able to get this. But, I've just realised I filmed this whole thing in portrait. Oh no! Catastrophic failure. 1 minute. Okay, so there's the pot code, and we're now the right way around. I'm such an idiot. Okay, you're such a tool. Okay. But yeah, so who is ER? But I say these are the backs of the pickups. There's a bridge neck in there. That's my initials, and that's Malcolm, the original owner. I put our initials in here in pencil as well, so you know, whoever gets this guitar after me, you know, they need to put their initials in it as well. So yeah, Malcolm's initials, and then mine. But and then whoever wired this scratch plate up. But yeah, this is the insides. These are the guts of the 62. I'm pretty sure this pickup and the neck pickup, a bridge in the neck, I'm pretty sure they're open circuit. I'm pretty sure this one's okay, the middle one's okay, but I'm pretty sure the bridge and the neck have gone open circuit because they sound really thin compared to the middle one. It's not really a problem. They still work until they die. I will not get them rewound, and I really like the sound of it regardless. But I'm pretty sure they're open circuit at this point in time. But excuse me. But yeah, we've got original cloth-coloured wire in here. Absolutely filthy. There's the original switch. Like I say, you can see the solder joints, they have been touched up and stuff like that. So, come on, focus. There we go. Do apologise about my phone going off. But yeah, so let me show you inside the cavities now. So you can see the worm route there. And you can see these other little pinholes in the guitar. Let me just put that down really gently. I don't want that to go forward. But you can see like a pinhole here. There's also another one. I just don't know where it is. But yeah, and you've got the router marks in the bottom of the cavity here. You can kind of see the router mark. So it's super cool, super cool. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that really quick, and I can't believe I filmed most of this in portrait. Well, yeah, what a fool. What a fool. But yeah, who's ER? I actually contacted Fender, but they never got back in touch with me, so cheers, Fender. Anyway, need to service all these pots and then get it back together. So yeah. Oh, you can also see these plectrum scratches that they're from me. They weren't there. Malcolm didn't do that. That's me. But yeah, so there's a Trufford access. But yeah, so but yeah, it's really cool. I love the fact that, like, you know, you've still got the original masking tape around the wires here. It's so neat and tidy. Yeah, really, really cool. Okay, strings back on, pots are cleaned. I say, because the pots are so old now, and because I live in such a dusty house, I do have to do that at least once a month, where I need to take the strings off and take the scratch plate off and get in there and give the pots a clean. Even though I play this thing so much, they still get scratchy, especially the volume pot. It really gets a bit, you know. And I thought, while I was doing that, I thought, I'll quickly film the neck cavity and show you the Fiesta Red in there. And I thought, in so doing, I'd clean it up a bit so you can see the original colour a bit more. And I'm really glad I did that. I'm really happy I did that. So I'm really, really happy to know that's under there now. So yeah. But yeah, I am still confused about that whole, you know, red white thing, and then black underneath that on the neck thing. I don't get it. Was this? I'm starting to wonder if it was a Selma refin. I really am starting, because I know Selma, when they did their Fiesta Red refinishes, they would white coat and then red coat, and that white coat underneath would make the red more Fiesta Red, because Selma's red is more Dakota red. It wasn't really Fiesta, so they had to kind of like work around it and basically put the white underneath to make the red go basically a bit more kind of like that milky kind of Fiesta Red that we all know and love. So, well, not all of us love it, but I do. I love Fiesta Red. But yeah, I wonder. I do wonder. I really do. I don't know. I really don't know. People with a tube, you're all cleverer than me. Let me know. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. Also, I wanted to point out, I've put this... I did have a reissue, kind of original spec, well, kind of original spec, Tremolo on this with Pat Pending folded steel saddles and, you know, steel block and all that. But I've changed it back to the Tremolo that was on this guitar when I got it. So this Tremolo unit here is just a late 70s Japanese made unit. And this was put on in 1984, I believe, when the original one was worn out, and it got changed out to this. And I figured out the other day, actually, this guitar, this has been on this guitar longer than the original. The original block would have been on it for about 22 years, I think, and this one has been on for like basically 33. So it did feel more correct, if you will, to have this unit back on the guitar. So you know, be that for what it may. So I've put this one back on it. It doesn't look as correct, and it might not look as cool, but it feels... This was on the guitar when I fell in love with the guitar, and I kind of wanted it back on there. Ever since I replaced it, I was almost like, this doesn't feel right. It should be this one. It's the reason why I have thought about getting it refinished back to Fiesta Red, but I can't, because it wipes the history, and I don't want to do that. And this Tremolo unit is part of the history of the guitar. The reproduction Tremolo unit wasn't really part of the guitar, whereas this has been on there 33 years. It feels wrong to just kind of like cast it aside. So I'm really happy I've got this back on there. I mean, I've had to do a lot of restoring work to it, because the E, A, and D saddles, the grub screws, were sealed in. They were absolutely seized up. I had to do a lot of restoring work to get this kind of cleaned up and back to like a working order and you know, all that. But I am happier this is on there. I mean, yes, it doesn't look as cool. It's not as historically correct, but I definitely love it being on there. So like I say, this is a tremolo that Malcolm used, and I just want to honour that. I want to honour the fact that this has been on there for so long. So yeah. So where we are, everybody. Strung back up. Yeah. Let's plug it in. Okay, I think we'll turn the bass back off. so special. There's something in this thing. I don't know what it is. I don't care to know what it is. I just know it's there. Mate. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this vid. I'll see you soon, everybody. Weird little bonus vid. I do apologise for filming most of it landscape. Not landscape. Well, vertically. Not landscape. I do apologise for not filming it landscape. Anyway. It's so clear. Everything's just so clean. And then you hit it and it just barks at you. I'm not done. I'm not done. The planets were aligned when this thing was made, I can tell you that. Anyway. Enough gushing. Goodbye now, everybody. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening. Stay safe.